A nation ignited. Student protests engulf Bangladesh. Bangladesh, a nation born from the fires of revolution, finds itself once again at a crossroads. The streets, usually bustling with life and commerce, are now echoing with the chants of dissent. Students, the lifeblood of any nation's future, have taken center stage. They are fueled by a potent mix of idealism, anger, and a deep-seated yearning for a just and equitable society. Their demands are simple, yet profound: an end to corruption, a government that listens, and a future where their voices are not silenced but amplified. This is not just a student uprising, it is a reflection of a nation grappling with its own identity. Bangladesh, once hailed as a beacon of hope for emerging democracies, is now grappling with the ghosts of its past. The struggle for liberation, etched in the very soul of this nation, seems to have given way to a new form of struggle, a struggle for the soul of Bangladesh itself. The quota conundrum, a system rife with inequality. At the heart of the student protests lies a deeply flawed system, the quota system in government jobs. This system, ostensibly designed to uplift marginalized communities, has become a symbol of inequality and injustice. Students, armed with degrees and fueled by ambition, find themselves staring at a bleak future where opportunities are not determined by merit but by birth. The quota system, in its current form, has become a breeding ground for corruption and nepotism. It has created a system where connections matter more than qualifications, where dreams are crushed under the weight of an antiquated system. Students are demanding a complete overhaul, a system that rewards hard work and talent, not lineage or political connections. An iron grip, the Hasina regime and its discontent. The student protests cannot be viewed in isolation. They are a symptom of a deeper malaise that has gripped Bangladesh under the leadership of Sheikh Hasina. Her decade-long rule, while marked by economic progress, has also been marred by allegations of authoritarianism, muzzling of dissent, and a shrinking space for free speech. Hasina's response to the protests has been swift and brutal. Peaceful demonstrations have been met with tear gas and rubber bullets. Journalists attempting to report on the unrest have been harassed, intimidated, and even arrested. The government, it seems, is more interested in silencing the messengers than addressing the message. Shadows of violence, crackdowns, and disappearances. The situation in Bangladesh has taken a sinister turn, with reports of extrajudicial killings and enforced disappearances. Students, activists, and anyone daring to criticize the government have vanished into thin air, their families left to grapple with the agonizing uncertainty of their fate. These disappearances, shrouded in secrecy and met with deafening silence from the authorities, have created an atmosphere of fear and paranoia. The very foundations of a democratic society, the right to dissent, the freedom of speech, and the right to life itself, are under threat. A nation divided, clashes, and a mounting death toll. The protests, initially confined to university campuses, have spilled onto the streets, engulfing major cities across Bangladesh. The clashes between protesters and law enforcement agencies have escalated, with both sides resorting to violence. The situation is further exacerbated by the presence of pro-government groups, allegedly armed and unleashed upon the protesters. The death toll continues to rise, with estimates exceeding 300. Each life lost is a stark reminder of the human cost of this unrest, a testament to the failure of dialogue and the urgent need for a peaceful resolution. The military steps in, a familiar shadow looms. In a move that has sent shockwaves through Bangladesh and beyond, the army chief has announced an interim setup, effectively sidelining the civilian government, while the military has assured the nation that this is a temporary measure to restore order. The spectre of a military takeover looms large. Bangladesh has a troubled history with military rule, a period marked by repression, human rights abuses, and a stifling of democratic institutions. The international community has expressed grave concerns over the military's intervention.